Hello there. How is everyone doing today? Let's see here. I'm going to get myself to get on here. There we go. There I am. How is everyone? I hope you guys are doing all right. Still waiting on Star Wars Nerd. Hello, Daisy. Good to see you again. Well, hear from you again. Glad that you are here on this stream with us. With me right now. So, Mr. Star Wars Nerd works overnight, so trying to get him up. so, um, currently, just thought I'd hop in and do some chats with you guys. Just hang out for a little while we wait for Mr. Nerd, and go ahead and talk about the new possible Star Wars trilogy. So, how are y'all doing? Let's see here. I'll just keep messaging in here. All right. Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate that. I have been calling him. I've been video calling him. I've been texting him. That man must be a hard sleeper. I'm going to say that. And I can't blame him. One, working overnight, that's tough. That's not normal for a human body. But then also, I'm a pretty big hardcore sleeper as well. I joke with my wife. I swear, if a freight train went rolling through our bedroom in the middle of the night, I'd have no clue. Like I'd wake up and be like, "What happened in here?" So, actually used to happen when when we had little kids. I'd wake up and be like, "Man, those kids slept through the night, huh?" And she'd be like, "No, I was up like 4 times." I was like, "All right, note to self, I'm a hard sleeper." But thank you, Daisy. I appreciate your help. If we can just keep getting him to, oh, let's see here. Just a second here. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Man, had a little situation had to deal with, so we're good. All right, we're back. Still trying to wake that man up. Come on, man. If anyone's on here that's got his number or anything, keep spamming him. We need to spam that man. Let's see here. Daisy, are you still trying? I'm calling him through Instagram call. Thank you. I appreciate that. That helps very, very much. Let's see if we can't get this man to wake up. Come on, brother. Let's wake up, man. I'm gonna change my camera here real quick. It look a little different. There we go. Bam. All right. Then I can use my phone. I've been trying to use my phone for the camera, but trying to get a hold of Star Wars Nerd, so that's more important right now. Let's see here. I'm gonna put you guys on mute, and I'm gonna try and we might be out of luck. I've been trying to call him, and now his phone is dead. So, well, I think it's dead. It just goes right to voicemail. So we're gonna roll with this, and hopefully, Star Wars Nerd ends up showing up, um, and we'll just go from there. So, um, yeah, thanks for joining us today. Well, joining me today on our live stream here. We just wanted to go over the new news in case y'all haven't seen it. I'm sure you have about a new Star Wars trilogy deal. So, according to um, according to Deadline.com, Lucasfilm taps Simon Kinberg to write and produce a new Star Wars trilogy. Lucasfilm has closed a deal with Simon Kinberg to develop a trilogy of Star Wars films. Kinberg will write the trio and produce them with Lucasfilm chief executive Kathleen Kennedy. Um, let's see. Kinberg previously worked with Lucasfilm in co-creating with Dave Filoni and Carrie Beck the Emmy-nominated animated series Star Wars Rebels. So apparently he's actually worked with Lucasfilm before and Dave Filoni in the Star Wars Rebel franchise. He's also a consultant on Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, with J.J. Abrams. And he's actually got a list of other movies here I'm going to read off for you that he's actually helped write or produce or what have you. So he's also been heavily involved in other franchises as writer and or producer. That includes a decade spent on the X-Men films. So he's worked on the X-Men films, love those. The Logan spinoff. I'm a massive Logan fan. I really liked Logan a lot. It was directed, that Logan film was actually directed by Mangold, James Mangold, who is reportedly still doing the like the beginning of the Jedi era movie. So he was also producer of the first two Deadpool films and an executive producer of the new Deadpool and Wolverine film. He produced the Ridley Scott directed The Martian and has scripted such films as Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and he co-wrote the film that launched the Sherlock Holmes franchise with Robert Downey Jr. And Jude Law. He also produced the trilogy, helped produce the trilogy, The Murder on the Orient Express. I love those movies. Those were really, really well done. So I'm looking forward to it. Currently, Kinberg is working on Stephen King's The Running Man. For the most part, he's got some really good movies that he's worked on and been a part of. I am super excited to know kind of that he's worked on some of those good trilogies and stuff before. So it gives me a little bit of hope. Now, I will say, with Kathleen Kennedy still in charge, there's always a little bit of doubt. There's always a little bit of hesitation, I feel like. But this director, this writer, I'm really interested in seeing where he goes with it. I'm not sure if it's still going to be Daisy Ridley and a Ray, still trilogy, or if he's going to do something different. I would love to see what he's going to do there. So yeah, a lot of interesting things, interesting directions that he could go. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any idea or any thoughts on where you would like to see him go with a trilogy? Um, I have a feeling it's probably going to be Ray, but I'm not sure. I would like to see something different, to be honest. Something not Ray, something not Skywalker. Like, I would like to see something like different, unless it's the Luke Skywalker, years after all those events, but still with the new 3 sequels, it probably wouldn't make a ton of sense. So, how about you guys? What would you guys like to see? I'd love to see your comments here, and we can talk about them and kind of have a conversation here. What do you guys think? The two that are watching, what would you guys like to see? And I'll keep trying to text Star Wars Nerd here. Daisy, are you still in here? Hey, we got 4 watching now. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to see Kinberg do in this new trilogy that apparently they've already signed on, and it's a for sure thing? Daisy says, would love to see what happened right after Order 66. What was Obi-Wan's plan and where did he go? Yeah, that would be really interesting. That's the thing about yeah, I would love to see a quick movie in between. Now, obviously, I don't know if they have enough for. Hey, there he is.
Sorry, bro. I thought I plugged my phone in, but it turns out I didn't even plug it into the wall, just into the bottom of my
Oh
phone.
no! Oh no! No, it's all good. I'm glad you're here. Sorry to kind of make you all. So, I was just telling our chat, we were just kind of chatting about it, that the Lucasfilm tapped Simon Kinberg to write and produce a new Star Wars trilogy. And here are some of the movies that he's worked on, man. It actually looks really, really good. He's worked with Dave Filoni on the Star Wars Rebels that ran. He was a consultant on The Force Awakens. He was a writer, producer for the X-Men films, the Logan spinoff that was directed by Mangold, which I love that. He produced the first 2 Deadpool films. He was an executive producer of the Deadpool Wolverine. He produced The Martian, the Sherlock Holmes franchise with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, the Murder on the Orient Express trilogy. So he's got some good history when it comes to movies and trilogies. So I'm obviously, you saw the news. That's why we're doing this live stream. Like, what are your thoughts on him taking a new trilogy?
I think it's good that they are getting somebody who obviously has worked with Dave, worked on an actual good Star Wars project. Because I love Rebels, despite some episodes completely not needing to be made.
Yep.
Overall, I enjoyed it. And, Jedi Knight is like one of the saddest episodes in a kid's show that I know of to date, aside from like Gary come home from SpongeBob or something.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, go for it. Go for it.
I'm a little torn. I should be excited, but at the same time, it's what am I excited about?
Yeah.
What do I actually have to look forward to them doing?
Yeah. And that's what I said a little bit ago before you hopped on, is like, I'm excited because of the producer and writer that they have, because he's made some good stuff, but I'm also like super crazy hesitant because of Kathleen Kennedy, right? And if she
Yeah.
weren't there and it was somebody else, I would probably be a little bit more excited. But it's like you said, it's so hard when you know somebody could just, because I mean, before the reports were that, was it with Mangold that she was trying to like sending him notes on his scripts and stuff, like to redo. And I think he just got to a point where he's like,
Oh no, not Mangold.
not
That was
Mangold. Who was that?
the dude the Peaky Blinders guy. I don't remember.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But anyway,
Yeah.
like, who does that? Like, let the dude write.
I mean, I get like, okay, obviously if it was like something that it completely contradicts the project that came out like right before that, say that this new sequel, or say they come out with like a show or a movie or something, and this new saga, trilogy, whatever it's supposed to be, is supposed to kind of pick up right after that. If it
Yeah.
completely contradicts what we just saw, I'm tired and I kind of lost my train of thought. I thought I was cooking there for a moment, and then it just like, oh, I guess I forgot to pay the gas bill or something.
No, you're good. You're good. It's all good. No, I agree. Like, yeah, if you're the chief executive, right, and somebody's writing a script, like, it is a good idea to read through it and make sure, like, hey, like, a few notes is okay. Where it's like, hey, this kind of contradicts something we did before. Like, if you're doing it for continuity's sake, that's one thing. But if it's to fit your agenda, that's a completely different realm. And that's what I'm afraid of, is that she's going to try to do the same thing to Kinberg and try to make something that not that fits what they've done before, but fits the agenda that they have.
So I've been seeing some things coming across. Like, obviously, everybody's posting about the new trilogy that got announced yesterday. I've been seeing people comment and say, you guys bullied the Rey movie so hard, saying that you guys didn't want it. Now they're giving us a trilogy. Do you think that this is low-key them rebooting the Rey movie into a trilogy?
That's what I was.
I've seen reports saying that this is supposed to be a completely different saga and honestly not have anything to do with like the Skywalker saga, like 1 through 9.
Yeah. And I personally would prefer that. I would prefer something completely different, nothing to do with Skywalker, none of that. Like, I would like something just new and fresh, something we can get really excited about. But part of me has a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna bring Rey back.
Hold that thought real quick. I know I was late and everything, but I really got to go to the bathroom. I've been like,
no, you're good.
Just doing a little pee dance over here in my seat.
Gotta love it. Oh, Mr. Star Wars nerd here. Daisy says, "You Jawa, we've been trying to wake you up, man." Yeah. Ooty. Dang. But yeah, real quick, kind of going back to what Daisy was saying, what she would like to see, something right after Order 66. And Star Wars Nerd 9 have actually talked about that. That we would, we would love to see something after that as well. Obviously, I don't think you could do a trilogy. I think that'd be too much. But even just a one movie fill-in, right after Order 66, what was Obi-Wan's plans? Where did he go? Darth Vader trying to figure out his suit right after, he, is in the room and he screams no. And it's the first time he's stepping on, with his legs and his suit and stuff. Like, what does he do right after that? Like, all that stuff I think would be a lot of fun to see. In even like a one-shot movie. But what do you guys think? Do you guys want them to kind of do their own, like have Kinberg just do something completely different with a trilogy apart from episodes 1 through 9, the Skywalker saga? Or would you guys like to see a Rey movie, a Rey trilogy? Let us know in the comments what you guys want to see. Hey, he's back.
I'd rather them do like an Old Republic trilogy or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Yeah, Old Republic. Yeah, that would be sweet. I would love like a Darth Bane series.
Dude, I kind of lied. I knocked out like 3 chapters at work the last 2 days, but I honestly have been able to actually just like pop my earbuds in and just go about my night like I used to be able to.
Yeah.
But from what I've listened to, dude, I need to read the rest of those books.
Yep.
Especially from the unreleased mood stabilizer edition of NerdGazer.
Yeah.
You guys will never, that video will never come to light. Oh my god, I was completely out of it that night. That was just
You were.
bad. And
I was trying. It wasn't working.
freaking the book gets a little gruesome.
Yep.
But then
Yep.
again, all Star Wars books do. But I think that one is probably up there with like the scene you described to me. I'll let you describe it if you want to describe it with the little kid and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I just finished book 2 last week. It took me only like 5 days to read book 2, well, to listen to book 2. And dude, so the scene that he's talking about, there's a scene, for those of you who haven't read Darth Bane, there's this and there's a lot of these brutal scenes throughout, but there's a scene in there where Darth Bane is on the verge of like dying. He's got like a poison in his system, and he's driving his land speeder trying to find this healer that's on this planet. Well, he ends up for a moment succumbing to his injuries, crashes his land speeder, and ends up a little bit later like waking up. And so he wakes up and he sees a father and his 3 sons out like scavenging for stuff. There was a battlefield there. So they're out looking for scrap, looking for stuff that they can sell or use for different things. And so his sons, I think they're somewhere around the ages of like 16, 11, and like 7 or 8 or something like that. So the first son, the oldest one, like picks up, he's got a curved hilted lightsaber like Count Dooku, and he picks it up and he's looking at it. He has no idea what it is. He's never seen a lightsaber before. Well, his father recognizes it, and his father's like, put that down now. And as the kid goes to throw it, and he's got it like right here, Bane ignites it and it goes through the kid's head and he drops it. And Bane calls it with the Force. And he's using, as he's killing these people, he's using their agony and feeding off their agony to help the dark side to give him strength. So he calls the lightsaber. As it's coming, it's going past the second kid, the second oldest kid. He lights it again. It decapitates the kid. He grabs his lightsaber. He walks up to the father, and the father's got his youngest kind of in his chest. He's kind of protecting him, and he's sitting there and he's like, what have we ever done to you? Like, please, like, don't kill us. Don't kill us. And Bane, his whole mantra is those who ask for mercy don't deserve it. And he says it in his head and then completely slaughters them both. And I was like, whoa.
So did you actually read that, or was it like being like spoken like in the earbuds?
Audible. It was an audible with all the sound effects and everything. It was insane. It was
I love the physical books because obviously there's nothing more awesome than like grabbing a physical book and squinting your eyes because you grabbed the wrong size book because you weren't paying attention. But there's something awesome about having the physical media. But there's just something of it's literally like I'm just throwing on like Star Wars radio, and I just get to go about my day listening to Star Wars, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love it too. Like when I'm out doing my job and stuff, it gives me something to pass the time. I'll throw on an audiobook or something and go deliver, like so.
No. Yeah, I'm not sure what you had asked the chat earlier, but Daisy is saying that she wants to see Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul pre-Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
They didn't meet until the Phantom Menace, Daisy. So how would that work?
Yep.
Or
story.
Are you saying like you want to see them fight, or are you saying you want to see like their backstories? because that would be awesome.
I would love to see a backstory with Qui-Gon and Count Dooku.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Shoot, everybody knows I'm very adamant about wanting to see the gaps between episodes 1 and 2 filled.
Yeah.
That would be easily freaking, I can turn that into 6 movies on its own, 2 trilogies.
Yeah. Daisy says, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, the LOL, their backstories. Yeah, that would be sweet. And I would love, she brought it up earlier, right here, that, like a quick standalone movie in between episodes 3 and 4, right after the events of 66. Like seeing Darth Vader getting used to his suit. You see, where does Obi-Wan go? What does he do? Like, all of it.
I know we've said in the past that if they're going to adapt some of the Legends books, they don't have to necessarily do it, page for page, word for word, action for action. But I think that they should just go, like, literally just take a copy of Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, just like chuck it at whoever's approving like the next project to be made, like people who are pitching ideas to freaking Darth Kennedy.
Yep, Darth Kennedy. Nice.
And be like, bruh, just use this. Take literally every aspect, every cent of this book, every freaking molecule that you can physically get your hands on, and adapt it the way that it's written and said and spoken in this book.
Yep.
I think we'll have the perfect post episode 3 sequel.
Yeah.
Because it's already the perfect sequel, like novel wise.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. So, but they'll never do that. We know that. Like, there's no shot unless Darth Kennedy is out of there.
Which can happen. We make Mando and Grogu the #1 grossing movie worldwide. She'll step out.
I don't know if you were watching Star Wars Theory and Stupendous Wave last night.
I caught a little bit of it.
It sounds like there's a rumor. Now, again, this is Rumorville, so take it for what it's worth. Take it with a grain of salt. That Elon Musk is interested in buying Disney. What do you think of that? I don't know if
that's the best go for. Or like he's like the best person,
Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, if he buys Disney and says to this, let the Star Wars people create. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he might be the owner in name and stuff, but Elon ain't doing that. You're right, Star Wars said. Again, Rumorville, a guy can dream, like we're just dreaming over here. We're dreamers. So I don't know. Yeah, Darth Kennedy needs. By the way, thanks for popping in, Star Wars Sith. That's sweet. I appreciate it. So we both do.
Yes, sir.
Star Wars Sith. No dreaming on Fridays.
That's the perfect day to dream, man. You got the weekend to look forward to, unless you work weekends, but
right, man.
You can't sit there and tell me people ain't sitting there at work right now at 10:57 Eastern Standard Time going, oh, man, I can't wait for 5 o'clock, bro.
Right. Hey, but as Alan Jackson always says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Which is what? No, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because YouTube might be like, oh, this dude's serious. I'm going to be like, no, I'm not.
No. Nope. Star Wars Sith, I just got done watching before this live stream, your video interviewing. Oh, man, now I can't remember his name about ICCC. You just posted the video of it. I have it right here. Hold on. Man, now I can't remember his name, and I'm totally blanking.
Looks like his name is Flex_S.
Yes, thank you. Flex, yes, Flex. Thank you, Star Wars Sith. I'm sorry, I was blanking. But anyway, I watched the video, and it was a great interview. I like that a lot. That dude has a really cool collection behind him. I'm not going to lie. I was sitting there I was paying attention to the video, but I was also sitting there dude, that guy's got a collection, man. That is cool. I like his setup. So, No, Star Wars Nerd and I are definitely gonna hopefully try and get out to ICC next.
Oh, there is no hopefully try.
Do or do not. My man. He says thanks. His room is insane. I would love to see all the things he's got, man. I bet he's got some insane collectibles.
Bro, I don't remember how or why me and Tony got on the topic of like collections and stuff, but Star Wars replicas, the dude with like the hidden room behind it, bro.
He's cool.
Bro. Tony actually sent me a video like of that dude's room tour. My dad was outside. I'm watching it on my phone, and he literally just sees me go. He's like, what is so cool that you're literally dropping your mouth in real time? This room, and I showed it to him. He goes, yeah, I bet you wish you had all that money, huh? I said, yes, I do.
I love his Han Solo and Carbonite.
Yeah,
I would love to have one of those.
Dude, oh, there's just so many things that I want. And
I know,
like right? I know I said the last time, and actually I think like the last 3 times that I've been trying to be a good boy and not spend any money. But I did get from Mr. Mortis FM, I got a Rise of the Sith Legends comic coming in.
Ooh.
And apparently it ties into the Plagueis novel a little bit. So I'm excited to see that. And then of course, you know, I bought freaking another card from Tony, as if I need to keep buying freaking cards.
Well, that's the funny thing. So like the other night I was telling you, I was on Battle Pack's official live stream and I bought a couple packs from him and hit big on some things. Well, then I got Mr. Tony over here. As soon as I'm sitting there trying to tell myself, okay, no more. Quit while you're ahead. And Mr. Star Wars Sith over here messages me and goes, hey, man, I got a bunch of these cards extra if you want to buy them. And I'm like, I can't. I got to be a good boy. I can't do it.
Outer Rim Transmission.
What's up?
How you doing, good buddy?
How's it going, Outer Rim? How are you today?
I was filming a freaking video with Ashton Sherritt, the musical genius who is able to like listen to like 2 seconds worth of Star Wars music and tell you like exactly what the hell the composer, whether it's John Williams or these new people, he can listen to like 2 seconds of it and be like, well, this is the story that they're trying to tell with it. How the hell did you even come up with that? But I was filming a dope little interview with them, and I was telling them about how I need to quit buying so many cards because I need to save up for my trip. Well, Tony texted me a bunch of different double rare cards that he pulled. He's like, so you want to do another deal like we did the other day? I'm like, I want to. You know I want to. But I can't. But I did break down, and I did get the Lake Country Naboo.
Oh, that's pretty. That's beautiful. And
I do need to actually hit him up.
Tony over here. I got deals for days and more boxes coming in too of different sets. Star Wars Sith, you're not helping me out, man. I told you I'm trying to be a good boy.
More boxes coming in too. And he claims that he's not rich.
Yeah.
This man's got like 10 freaking hobby boxes coming, bro.
I know.
Speaking of which,
pretty soon with all the cards he's going to be selling, he's going to be his own Ollies or his own, over here. Oh, man.
Yeah. We're doing also Oops.
Daisy also asked Tony how much he sells his cards for. I'll let Tony speak on that for you.
Speaking of Tony and cards, we're doing it live. I'm paying him for that card.
Dang.
I thought I'd already done it, but I opened up my Cash App and I'm looking at him. Ooh, I never sent him that. Oh shit, that's right. I told him I'd hit him up when I got off work.
Tony says, Daisy, $3 each for the common cards plus shipping. That seems like a fair deal.
$3? He charged me $25.
Yeah, okay. Don't be doing that to Star Wars Sith.
No, man, it's like picking on Daisy. We got to pick on everybody in the chat, man.
True story.
Oh, yeah.
It says it's an older set, nowhere near the same price as the Galaxy Hobby Box. LOL, relax.
Yeah.
It's an older code, but it checks out. Oh, man. Chill out, Chief. You're 2/10.
Oh, man. I see why Tony does this, like, just damn near every day. Just going live and messing with the chat is
it's fun. I like interacting with you guys on the chat. It's a lot of fun.
But bro, the first stream I did yesterday, when I realized that I was an hour ahead of Kansas City.
Dude, I went and watched that. I love that you kept that up. That was hilarious. And you were like, "What am I doing?"
It was hilarious, bro, because it's literally just me, Garth Christensen, and Sean for like 30 minutes just going back and forth in the chat.
That's awesome. Oh, man.
Well, yeah, so I know we recorded that terrible episode of Nerds Galore, and I know we're supposed to be talking about the trilogy, but what are your thoughts on the Skeleton Crew?
I'm actually looking forward to it in the sense of it looks new, looks fresh. It kind of has a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to watch it with my kiddos. They love Star Wars. I just showed them the trailer last night, and they were all like,
"Really?
Oh! Yeah!" They were all really excited. So, because as much as I love Star Wars, I also love sharing that with my kids as much as I can. And so being able to watch that with them, it'll be a fun show that we can sit down and watch together and chill. How about you?
I wasn't looking forward to it at first. I was like, okay, maybe like when it comes out, maybe I'll do like cover the first drop or how many ever episodes that they dropped the first time, and then maybe like halfway through catch up, and then like my thoughts at the end. After watching the trailer, like y'all just might see the way that like I covered the A-Word show. We might go back to doing that.
Yeah.
Like you say, Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Same.
I'm getting that more than Goonies in space, freaking whatever else that everybody else is saying that it is. I'm getting straight up Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like they were like, James Gunn, come in here, do the space pirate thing, and like we'll just say it was somebody else. We won't even say that it was you that's helping us.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I got that feeling when that music was playing, the type of music they were playing definitely gave me the vibe of like I said, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see. And I'm excited for it. So
Outer Rim Transmission says, I got to get on the live stream vibe soon. Bro, once you do your first one, you're not going to want to stop. Like, it's just so fun.
It is.
Like, there's times that I legitimately have to kind of, like, force myself to stop streaming.
Right? I know. Same. I love streaming. Like I said, I love interacting with the chat and talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun. So
if I'm gonna be real, like 95% of the streams that I catch from Mr. Star Wars Sith, most of the time, I'm there just reading the chat and interacting with everybody in the chat, like Daisy, Tim, Shreddy, you, freaking just about everybody that pops up in Tony's streams. Like, we just have an amazing time. Like, yeah, I watch Tony play the games and listen to him, talk about Star Wars Celebration or whatever it is he's talking about. But, the real core memories are with like the chat, and that's where the real fun begins.
Yep. Where the real fun begins.
Especially if you get me and Daisy in a Pop the Bounty Collector stream, because then all of a sudden nothing works for that man.
I love it. Star Wars Sith, have you heard anything as far as that new trilogy? If you're still watching on here, as far as what they're going to do, we were kind of talking a little bit regarding, if it's going to be Rey or if it's going to be something completely different. I hope it's something completely different, something new and fresh. But have you heard anything? If you're still watching,
I blanked out for a second. I thought you were talking to me until I heard you say if you're still watching. Yeah, I'm still watching, but I'm right here. Oh wait, you said Star Wars Sith.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh man, Outer Rim says it's gonna be Rey. I don't know, man. I kind of want them to be done, unless they do with like we talked about, the quick filler movies, like in between episodes 2 and 3, or in between episodes 4 and 5. Yeah, 3 and 4. Sorry, man, I always get my numbers mixed up there. Right. Other than that, I kind of want them just to be done with the Skywalker stuff. Like, let's get some new, fresh Star Wars in here. Some old High Republic. Some, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I would love to see that kind of stuff.
So I pulled it up on my phone. I guess I could have pulled it up on the laptop, but this is from Deadline, and it says exclusive: Lucasfilm has closed a deal with Simon Kinberg to develop a trilogy of Star Wars films. Kinberg will write the trio and produce them with Lucasfilm chief Kath. Okay. I don't know why you would even want to work with that lady, especially considering created Rebels. Okay.
Yeah.
But they go on to say, I heard this will comprise episodes 10 through 12 of the Skywalker saga, but insiders disputed my intel that Kinberg will continue that storyline, saying instead it will begin a new saga and sit alongside percolating Star Wars projects with James Mangold, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. No, okay, I thought Taika Waititi and Donald Glover weren't getting their shows and stuff, but that's what they're reporting. I don't know. I think that they need to quit announcing movies until they are they have something, like they have an idea, the idea gets approved, they get the script gets done, the script gets made, the script gets 100% approved and not sent back with 50 million rewrites.
Yeah.
And then, maybe when you have like 4 or 5 clips for like a TV spot trailer, maybe that's when you announce it.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we were talking on our Nerds Galore podcast the other night, like with Whistle and Breeze, and he was saying, like, most of the time, it seems like they don't know where their story's going, right? Like, they need to make sure they know episodes 1 through 3, the 3-part series, where their end goal is. Where we want to get to, where do we want the characters to be? Okay, this is where we want them. Okay, now where do they start out at? Okay, they start out here. Okay, now we just got to figure out the story of how they get to that spot at the end. And that's what the 3 movies are about. But they don't do that. They seem to go, movie by movie, clip by clip. And like, ooh, this would be cool. Oh, that would be really cool. Ooh, this would be cool. All the while, they're like contradicting themselves as they go. And it's like, do you guys even like talk or think about this? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Bro, I don't understand how some of these people do it, because I put out one of my first what ifs is what if Luke Skywalker turned to the dark side and took over the Empire? Yeah. Well, in like part 2 of it, I've had like such a bad mental block, and every time I go to write, I write myself into a fucking corner, or I contradict what I've already established, no matter what. So I'll have to stop, rethink things through, and work it out. These guys, they're like, well, we've worked ourselves into a corner. and contradicted well, you know what? Since we already contradicted the last year of content that we've done with this project, you know what? We're just gonna nothing matters anymore. We've written ourselves into the corner with this character, and they're gonna use ultimate powers that we've never even heard of before to get themselves out of this.
Yep. Yep. Oh, just that didn't happen. Just pretend that didn't happen. You know, like rims. Recorded with the rumors.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not put it past them. But if you still look up who is the director for the Ray movie, yeah. Okay. But if you the hell is it?
Still look up the director.
Oh, if you still look up the director, it's still that one lady, the chamoy sauce or whatever it is that the Mexicans
chamoy sauce. Jeepers.
Well, I can make that joke. I'm Mexican, so
I'm half. I don't look it, but I'm half. My mom's full.
That explains why you love Mexican food so much.
Exactly. It's my
favorite. You know what my coworker told me last night? This man don't like burritos or tacos.
What is he, communist?
Out of my store.
That dude's communist if you don't like burritos or tacos. What in the world?
Oh my God. Yeah, he told me straight up, you know. What I'm sorry. Chat clip. What are we clipping? What did I do? Is this something
maybe talking about you being maybe probably about you being Mexican? Is he a serial killer? I mean, very possibly so. Very possibly.
I think so, because Buddy don't like Lunchables or anything that like really you grew up eating.
How does he not like Lunchables or is he a robot?
Sometimes I be thinking that. Above the dude in the world. He's a great kid. He freaking but sometimes I'll be wondering if he's real, if he's a robot. That's another one he don't like. He don't like kid cuisine.
What? Dude, this is all the stuff I grew up eating.
He don't like SpaghettiOs. Chef Boyardee is a no-go. It's like, bro, he don't like ramen noodles.
Dude, I love me some ramen. There's actually some stuff, if you like spice, you can get at Walmart. I think it's called like Shin Ramyun or something. It's a Korean spicy ramen. Dude, it's beautiful.
See, that's where I got to be careful, because I like spicy food, but when it comes to like my ancestor spicy or like Korean spicy, it's like, oh, goddamn.
Yeah. Yep. Some of that stuff is insanely hot. And if you go, you've hit a really good, authentic Mexican restaurant when you get your stuff and they're like, do you want mild or hot sauce? And you're like, mild, please, because I know where the hot's going. You get mild and your mouth is like on mild, and you're like, man, well, I feel good.
It's like that one. It's like, have you seen that video of the white kid? He's eating the tacos and he put like some really hot sauce on it. God dang, why do I gotta be so white? I love this. I love these tacos, man. They're busting, but I'm too white. I got too much Caucasian in me. I can't handle the hot sauce, man.
Daisy over here never had quid cuisine, wasn't allowed to eat it, and I don't like SpaghettiOs. Man. See, I'll admit this. I was never a big fan of the SpaghettiOs, but the quid cuisine stuff, oh man. Whew. The Lunchables with the little juice box and the little candy you get in there. Man, some good stuff. Okay, when it came to Lunchables, since we're on this topic, when it came to Lunchables, Mr. Star Wars Nerd, were you the pizza Lunchable, or were you like the crackers, meat, and cheese Lunchable?
I preferred the pizza one.
Really?
Because my mom never bought that one, so whenever she did, it was like, oh, freaking holy grail, like angels are singing. So I grew up a lot on the ham and not the ham, yeah, the ham and the turkey stackers.
Those are my favorite. I
But
love the ham, turkey, and cheese.
Nowadays, if you were to ask me, I'm going with the ham, turkey, and cheese stackers over literally every other one.
Yep. Daisy said, all we could afford was SpaghettiOs growing up, so I don't like them now. That's fair. I can understand that. When you eat something so much, you just don't. I'm out. Yep, I get that. She says pizza bowl, Lunchable all the way. She said, same here. My mom never bought the pizza one. We always had to eat the ham and cheese. So now she says she loves the pizza one.
That's so funny. Like I ate so many of the stacker ones that those are my favorite ones now.
Yeah, well, for me growing up, I always got the stackers, and to this day, I love the stackers. My sister always got the pizza, and I always was like at the pizza. So,
oh, dude, that's so many great core memories,
right? Oh man, so many good ones. Man,
that new like Lunchables healthy alternative that Logan Paul and KSI and all of them came out with, bro. It's called like Lunchly or something. And there's an entire meme. Like they got like nachos and like it's literally Lunchables, but with Prime and Mr. Beast chocolate instead of like Reese's and Capri Suns and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, they got nachos. And when they dip it in, like it's like you're dipping it into like actual like queso sauce, so it's like really, really drippy and like creamy and stuff. And their tagline was, "I like my cheese drippy, bruh." Well, now everybody, I guess the FDA made them shut down because the cheese was moldy instead of drippy. So, y'all just make sure to check your foods.
Guys, go check out Outer Ram Transmissions. He's got to get out of here. May the force be with you as well, sir. Go check out his channel. Thanks for hopping in there, sir.
Yep. And he is a really great guy. Like the conversation we had on Tales, the conversation we have outside of Tales. If you're able to get him on your podcast, bro, I would go for it. It's a great conversation.
Daisy says, I love the nacho Lunchables too. See, I always steered clear of the nacho one. I don't know why. My wife loves them. I do not.
They're delicious.
Oh, I can't do it. It's stackers all the way for me. Which is actually funny now because like at Walmart now, if my wife and I go shopping and we want to get lunch, once in a while, we're both feeling like the Lunchable vibe. They sell like these big old trays of like cheese, meat, and crackers that are like
yeah. I thought you were about to say like they sell like adult versions of freaking Lunchables.
It pretty much is. It's meat, cheese, and crackers on this one tray, and it's like this big, and there's a ton of them. So we'll get one of those, and we'll sit in the car after we're done shopping and just eat that.
I love it. I love it. It reminds me of my uncle going grocery shopping growing up. That man would buy like two things of like sausage, like already cooked sausage. One for whenever he got home. Two, the other one, as soon as he sat down in the driver's seat after loading up everything his wife made him put in the dang shopping cart, he goes, he just opens it up and it's like a reward. And just starts eating this summer sausage. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
See, that's the thing. Like, I see people do that stuff all the time in the store with like sodas and stuff. Like, they'll just open it and start drinking it, and then they'll pay for it again.
Does that.
I can't do that. Like, if I haven't paid for it, I don't touch it. Like,
yeah, it irritates me when my dad does stuff like that because technically you haven't paid for shit yet.
Right. It's not yours.
So it's like if they really wanted to, they could get you.
They could. Daisy says they sell adult Lunchables now. And she says, I will always stick with the kids' Lunchables, even though I'm 24. Because they have cooler. I mean, I would too.
I don't believe that they make adult Lunchables.
Guido no believe you.
Oh, good God.
Do they?
As soon as I typed in adult L, it was one of the first things that pop up.
See, Daisy, right here. My family used to do that, and then they would just save the empty packet for when we got to checkout. I can't do that. To me, like you're eating or drinking something you haven't purchased yet. I don't know. It feels wrong.
So when you said that they have the big trays, StarWarsGazer, were you talking about a charcuterie board or legitimately Lunchable shareables?
Not Lunchable shareables. Here, I'll pull it up for you.
Because that's what came up when I looked up adult Lunchables.
Let's see.
That boy, come with gummy worms.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I got to stop my cam and mute myself real quick.
You good, bud? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Star Wars Sith dropping some fire ass photos on the Instagram stories. All I want to see is this, and that would be so cool. I can't do it. Yeah, see, I don't know. It just one, they shouldn't be getting mad at you and yelling at you for literally wanting to do something like that, because that's kind of what you're supposed to do. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think you're a goody two shoes for doing that. I mean, like I said, you haven't paid for it, but I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't. So this is 7 minutes ago from Mr. Will of the Force. The first look at Cassian Andor for Andor Season 2 from D23 Brazil. Now, I don't like Andor. I don't like Cassian. It's just he's just a terrible character. But ooh, he actually looks kind of sick. And maybe it will be pretty cool. Oh, I already showed that one. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts and everything on, I guess, just Star Wars in general at the moment? Like, are you guys looking forward to anything that they're announcing? Do you guys think that we'll actually get more saga movies, or do you guys think that we're just going to get, just typical run of the mill mid movies like they've been giving us now? We haven't had anything exciting in a while, so hopefully we're getting. Yeah, I think Skeleton Crew is going to be that nice refresher that everybody needs, because it doesn't look like it can eat and mess up anything lore wise. It don't look like it can mess up anything Skywalker timeline wise. It honestly looks like kids come across Hondo and they have fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I wasn't going to cover it, and after watching the latest trailer, I just might. I legitimately just might. What are you smirking? Smirking at my Padme, if you must know, Daisy, because she sent me a very cute photo, and yeah, not gonna show her on here or anything, because yeah, I don't know if she is cool with that.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, cool. I just got a little update from little Miss Planet Comic Con that we're planning on going to.
What's the update?
I don't fucking know, because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get it. You're supposed to be able to buy. They sent a thing to the community update thing, and it says, in case you haven't heard, FastPass is sold out. Make sure you snag your FastPass tokens if you want them. And I go to their website, and there's not even an option to just buy the FastPass tickets or the FastPass token.
Dang.
I don't know, man. I think some people on Facebook were saying that this con has grew too large, too fast within the last 3 years.
Interesting. Yeah. They just seem like they don't know what they're doing in certain aspects. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like in no way like trying to talk trash on them or anything. It's just like, what are you doing?
They haven't answered me either, but I ended up messaging them because I was like, hey, when can we apply for the press pass? They're like, after December 1st. And I'm like, why so late? That seems really insanely late.
Yeah, that.
Like, press pass applications, honestly, should be before the tickets go on sale, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
And then you got people apply. You vet all the people that you want as press pass, all the people that don't get it. And then the people that don't get it have time where the tickets are going on sale. They can buy their tickets. You give them the opportunity.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think it's going to be a fun time, but it's just some of the stuff that they're doing. It kind of worries me that I'm not going to have a good time, but
Star Wars Sith over here. Yeah, Star Wars Sith. They literally yesterday morning they announced like the fast passes and stuff, and it was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I got a notification. I tried messaging him, Star Wars Nerd. They had sold out other fast passes. I was like, what the heck? But they don't usually. He says they usually don't tell you if you get it till closer to the show. Anyway, yeah. So their 3-day pass was $97, which is really cheap. So I went ahead yesterday and just bought a 3-day pass just in case I don't get the press pass. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it. Or I'd rather, how does that go? Have it, not need it, than need it and not have it, right? So I know for a fact I'm at least able to go.
Yeah, friggin'. Apparently last year it was complete dog shit. Like, everybody, like, I'm reading comments right now, and they're like, after last year, this isn't making me feel any better about what the line experience is going to be like.
Yeah. It must be, like they said on that chat, it must be growing pretty quick, pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
And then he says this. No,
yeah,
it's not.
Apparently the whole reason they're doing the fast pass stuff this year is because last year a lot of the staff at the con, even if you bought VIP, they were like, general admission, bud. Like, you don't have priority access to nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know. But if from what Tony was telling me, and even some of the big name Star Wars actors at ICCC didn't have a line and nobody was going, I've got a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
Rebellions are built on hope.
I think for me too, with like, obviously we're gonna hopefully be going to not hopefully, we're gonna be going to ICCC with our bud Star Wars Sith over here. But I'm also trying to use this Planet Comic Con, not just as my first Comic Con, but as a good gauge as far as what small things as far as what to expect. Now I know there'll be differences, but like kind of just get my feet wet,
Yeah.
So that way when I go to ICC, I'm a little bit more not a pro, but I'm a little bit more like weathered as far as what it's gonna look like. So
let's see.
I am excited though for
yeah. Just some of these comments on their post about the Fast Passes, they're like, seriously though, y'all need to do better about announcing guests. This sucks. I didn't even get a chance. You don't even get a chance if you're working or if your paycheck comes in later. So much for waiting to see who the guest lists are. I never buy tickets to a con until I know who's going to be there. Why pay money just to know you have a place to shop in the vendor's room? If it's actually getting this big, there's no guarantee you'll even get to attend this panel. Like, bro, if y'all are getting too big for your britches, it might be time to expand.
I agree. Yeah,
but that's just kind of what everybody's saying is that like over the past like 2 or 3 years, this con's just like either they're getting too big for their britches or like their ego is just like through the roof.
Yeah, and maybe it's a combination of both. That because they've been getting so big so quickly, their ego is getting through the roof. Like they need to hire or take some pages out of some of these other cons that do this stuff. And
yeah, because
it just seems like they got it all backwards right now.
I'm sorry, $358. That's damn near MegaCon VIP prices.
Wasn't MegaCon like $479?
MegaCon was like $400 or $500.
Yeah,
and
Brady says hello, Dad, which is what I got on my hat. Yeah, that's right. Come here, my little friend. Don't be afraid.
But like even MegaCon, dude, they've started in that. Well, I don't know when they did their past thing or anything like that, but they've been announcing guests. When did they start announcing guests? That was back in September. They started. Actually, I think I was at Ocala while they were announcing guests.
Dang.
And I could see everybody being hyped for that place, but like Planet Comic-Con, I didn't know it existed until you brought it up to me before I even decided to try to make that and MegaCon.
Yeah. And for me, I wanted to use this one because I'm close to it, right? I'm only 3 hours away from Planet Comic-Con. So I was like, this will be really good. I don't have to spend mega gobs of money on plane tickets and all that. So and it'll work out for you because, like you said, you have a lady friend that lives up towards this way that you want to visit too. So that'll work.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about trilogy wise or Planet Comic-Con or anything else?
I don't think so, man. I think we've covered it. Will be interesting to see as more news comes out what's going on there. Definitely be on the lookout as the guest list starts coming out for Planet Comic-Con. Nerd and I will be doing a lot of more live streams and stuff as they announce guests, so we can talk about that. So be on the watch for that. Everybody that popped in today, super grateful for you doing that. Daisy, Outer Rim, Star Wars Sith, Brady, appreciate you guys.
You being late.
Star Wars Nerd being late. Woo! So appreciate you all, guys. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Keep you guys' eye out for a little prompt coming on my Instagram, Tails' Instagram, and possibly StarWarsGazer's Instagram, because we might be doing a live Q&A here soon. Where if you guys aren't able to make it, we'll read the comments from the prompt on Instagram that you guys leave us. And if you guys are live in the chat, obviously we'll read them and answer them live.
Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to be there. Woo!
I will be there. I just got to actually plug my phone into the wall when I go to charge it instead of just plugging it Like literally, I plugged my phone in and I looked. I didn't even have my brick. My brick's at work right now. So I literally just woke up with like my cord just around like my face and all that.
Oh my goodness.
And then when I saw that, I woke up and saw it was like 10:45. I was, oh man, I wonder if he's still on. I checked StreamYard and it said that you were live. Let me hop in real quick.
That's what I was hoping for. I was like, I kept calling you, nothing. And then I started calling you again, and it like went straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh, his phone's dead. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go live and hope that maybe he wakes up and hops on. So here we go. So that's what I did, and it worked out. It worked out. All of a sudden, I just get Star Wars nerd like poof, he's there, and he's like, all right, let's do this. It was awesome.
Dude, I had like 2 text messages from you, like 2 Instagram DMs, like 4 missed calls from you. Not only that, I've got Daisy blowing me up on Instagram, texting me like, yo, Jawa, wake up, wake up, wake up. I think she even sent me a message like, hey, you know you have a live show you're supposed to be doing right now, dude.
That's hilarious. So you got other people that care about you too. Oh, man.
Appreciate you guys for making sure that I actually got up and made this live stream.
We appreciate you guys hopping in. Again, be sure to check out all that stuff. As always, go to Rebel Scum Apparel, use code SWN00 or code StarWarsGazer. Get 15% off your entire order. Hey, there it is right there. And just make sure you sign up for the rewards and everything. You get sweet hats like this or a sweet shirt like this. You know, some good stuff. So, again, as always, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Daisy, thank you for being part of this. Thank you for helping me wake up our friend over here. And as always, may the force be with you.
Always.